be, tell us, is it heads or is it tails?
Tails.
Tails, go ahead, take that blindfold off. You're a tricky one. It was heads. You know what that means, Mom? You need to do the honor. I think it's my time. Let her have it. Mom was excited. Round of applause. You know what? Let's go ahead and give her that picture right too. Great job tonight.
The main league and low teams promote good sportsmanship by athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in positive manner. Profanity, degrading comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated on grounds for dismissal from Bellwell Stadium. Thank you for your support of the league.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fans of all ages. Welcome to the historic Bellwell Stadium, home of your StJosephMustangs. On behalf of the management staff, the StJosephMustangs want to thank you for coming out to the ballpark tonight. We know that there are other entertainment options for you to choose from, so we want to say thank you for being with us this evening. Now let's see our starting lineups for tonight's Big matchup. First for the North Missouri Nattys, leading it off tonight will be the shortstop. Number 2 is Randy Brazil. Batting second, playing left field. Number 19, Devin Norwood. Batting third, catcher. Number 21, Hudson Karczynski. Batting fourth, the designated hitter. Number 40, Evan Rainey. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 1, Ty Hall. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 14, Vincent Dale. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 24, Gabe Scott. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 13, Grady Herska. Batting ninth and playing right field, number 16, Lucas Edelman. On the mound tonight for the Nattys, number 17, Cole Hartman. Now we turn attention to the video board. Now here's tonight's starting lineups for your StJosephMustangs. Leading it off, the center fielder, the Northwest Missouri State University. Number 26, Frank Gall. Batting second, the second baseman, Missouri Western State University. Number 25, Seth Whitworth. Batting third, the right fielder, from Missouri Western State University, number 5, Michael
Good evening and welcome to another game here at the Phils. Your St. Joe Mustangs taking on the North Missouri Nattys of Kirksville for a second time around tonight, and the finale of a 4-game homestand this week, in which the Mustangs have had a really good start so far this week.
Yeah, Mustangs, Tyler, have had a great start to their week. They've been perfect, so not a lot to complain about if you're a Mustangs fan, but let's get into the lineup for the North Missouri Nattys. Leading it off is the shortstop, Frankie Brazil. Batting second is the left fielder, Devin Norwood. Batting third is the catcher, Hudson Karzinski. Batting fourth is the designated hitter, Evan Rainey. Batting fifth is the second baseman, Ty Hall. Batting sixth is the first baseman, Vincent Dale. Batting seventh is the center fielder, Gage Scott. Batting eighth is the third baseman, Grady Hershka. Batting ninth is the right fielder, Lucas Edelman. And pitching for the Nattys is Cole Hartwick.
A little bit of change here in the lineup after last night. The Nattys lost to the Mustangs by a score of 7-1. But a little bit of change here for the Stangs as well. But we're going to be taking a quick break for our national anthem. We'll be right back right after this.
Direct attention to the field as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Please welcome the Joe Cone. The StJosephMustangs go to Mountain Nursery to take their ball donations located just east of the intersection of
A wonderful rendition of the national anthem by a barbershop quartet tonight as the Mustangs getting ready to take on the Nattys. Your lineup tonight for the Stangs, a little bit of a change. Frank Gall, number 26, playing center. He'll be leading it off tonight. Typical leadoff hitter for the Stangs. Chris Coy left last night with an injury, and they'll be out for an undisclosed amount of time. But Frank Gall moving into the leadoff spot here in his third game as a Mustang. Seth Winkler, the second baseman, will be batting second, and Micah Kopaszewski moving up to the 3-hole. He'll be playing in right. At the cleanup spot tonight, Boston Bruce making his return to the lineup after a day off yesterday. He'll be designated hitting tonight. He'll be followed by Jaden Little playing first, and Zach Kraft behind the plate catching this evening. 7, 8, and 9 will be Tyler Gundelfinger playing third, Isaiah Kettler playing left, and Eden Myers filling in for shortstop for the talented Chris Coy. And on the mound tonight, Landon Reith making his third appearance so far this season. He'll be facing the Nattys lineup, who are coming into this game 3 and 8, with all 11 of their games so far this season being played in the Mink League Conference. They're currently sitting in 5th. The Mustangs, with their 7-1 win last night, moving on up to 3rd in the Mink League. They're now 5-2 in their conference. And this is the exact start you want to be seeing as the Mustangs are starting to piece together a couple of their big offensive pieces and their big pitching pieces.
Yeah, you're starting to see it all come together for St. Joe. Really, this week they've really brought you by, they've really just shown a good display of hitting and pitching mixed together this week. Super excited tonight for Northwest Missouri State night. Got a good crowd here for the Bearcats. A lot of green in the crowd. They just actually played the fight song. I don't know if you heard that, but that is my college's fight song.
We got a Northwest Missouri alum here in the booth in our color commentator Grayson Heck tonight. Tyler Ingerbauer with you here as that first pitch from Landon Reith to Franklin Brazil is over the plate but low for ball one. Brazil, the talented second shortstop infielder, went 1 for 3 last night with a single and a walk. Facing the lefty-on-lefty matchup with Reith as that next pitch lands inside to make the count now 2-1. That next pitch lands just a tad low, making it a very favorable 3-1 count here to Brazil to lead off this game. And that next pitch taken low, ball 4, and Brazil makes his way over to first to lead off this game.
Not the start you want if you're Landon Reith there, but overall, you'll be all right if you can trust your defense here and trust your defense here if you're Landon Reith here and just use your defense.
So Brazil on first via the walk. 5-pitch walk there to begin the game, and Devin Norwood making his way up for his first time tonight. Fouls that one off and off the netting. We go down 0-1. And thanks to our comments here in the YouTube, Chris was spiked last night when he was trying to when he did steal second base. So unfortunate injury for him, and an unfortunate loss here for the Stangs lineup that has been clicking here as of late. So the 0-1 count to the diminutive Norwood is in there for a called strike 2.
Good by Reif to get to 2 strikes early here. Hit his first batter of the game, but good opportunity here to start off his game.
Reith checking first, sets and delivers. Fastball high and outside. Good catch there by Kraft to keep that ball in play. So the count's now 1-2. Norwood had a good night last night. He reached base. I apologize. He reached base in all 4 of his plate appearances. However, he only finished the night 1 for 3. As the 0 for 2, the at-bats where he didn't reach safe was in fielder's choice and an error. But a opposite field single there for Norwood into right field for the base hit. 2 men are on here to begin the top of the first.
Really good piece of hitting there by Norwood. Anytime, Tyler, you can go the other way with the ball. It's just showing that you're an elite hitter.
Norwood only standing at 5'6", so not a big strike zone. Reith having to throw very close pitches in order to get ahead of him on the count, but left that one over the plate just a tad too long, allowing Norwood to get the base hit. Coming on up is Hudson Karzinski. Karzinski at the catcher spot tonight. Didn't play in last night's game. Catcher was played by Isaac Fanola, but takes that first pitch inside for strike 1. There goes a double steal. Kraft throws over to second. Good throw. And out at second is Devin Norwood. Brazil makes it safely over to third via the stolen base, but a great play there by Kraft over to the second baseman Winkler for out number 1 here in the inning.
Yeah, Kraft there for the Mustangs, just an elite throw to second base. Had the option to go to third base to maybe get the runner at third, but saw that he wasn't going to have time, so went to second base and got an easy out.
So 1 out with a man on third. There's a grounder over to third base, and that's a fair ball. We're going to be ruled a foul ball. Foul ball by probably just a couple of inches there. But the count stays at 0-2 here to Karzinski.
Yeah, for those watching, that one just barely went past the glove of the Mustangs' third baseman, Tyler Gundelfinger. But it is a foul ball, though, so he's all right.
Mustangs get a catch, a lucky break there. A strikeout or a soft hit out here would be preferable, as that next pitch gets taken outside, making the count to Karzinski now 1-2.
Karczynski, one of the better names we've had. Fun to say.
Yep, Karcynski, as there's a grounder up the middle to shortstop. Myers has it and takes the throw over to first for the out. But a run does come home on the fielder's choice. Karczynski picking up his 3rd RBI of the season.
Yeah, Natty's doing a good job early here, just moving the runners over, forcing small errors by the Mustangs, and they lead 1-0 early here.
So a lot what we saw last night early on, as the Natties were only able to score their only run of the game back in the 2nd via a lot of this small ball tactics. As the first pitch to the 4-hole hitter, Evan Rainey, who's designated hitting tonight, is taken high for a ball. And a pitch in the exact same spot comes in, making the count now 2-0 here to Rainey. A great off-speed pitch there, landing its way on the outer half of the plate to work his way back in the count for Reith. Counts now 2-1 on Rainey.
Rainey with the .292 batting average. Just really good batting average there for Rainey. He's the designated hitter tonight, so looking to do some damage for the Natties.
Best batting average on the team, and last night he did not have his best night, as it is now a full count after a swing and a miss. Last night he went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, all of them via the swing, but he did walk back in the 8th inning. And there's a topper out to center field, drops in for the base hit. That was a nubber off of the bat. Lucky hit there for Rainey, but he makes his way on. We haven't seen a lot of hard contact so far.
Yeah, not a lot of hard contact for Reith, but that one right there, Rainey just kind of poked out there to left field. Just didn't have to do too much with it and just used his bat and floated it out there to left field.
Reith seeing a lot of weak contact so far. Kind of unlucky here as 2 hits have come via the opposite field bloop single. But Ty Hall making his way up, taking that first pitch over the plate for strike 1. He had a good night last night. He walked and scored the only run back in the 2nd inning yesterday. Batting with a man on first here. And lines this one up the middle, out of the reach of the shortstop Myers. After a couple of soft hit singles, a hard line drive single there for Ty Hall. Puts 2 men on with 2 outs here in the top of the 1st.
Yeah, Ty Hall not batting the best this year, around 160 batting average, but had 1 hit yesterday, or he didn't actually have a hit, but 1 run scored and a walk as well. So he's being productive for the Natties early, and the Natties are threatening here early, Tyler.
1 run already home for the Natties off of Reith, who coming into today at a 4 1/3 innings pitch, only allowed 1 run so far this season. Does have one of 2 saves on the Mustangs ledger this year, as that first pitch to Vincent Dale, first time against the Mustangs that he's playing, is taken off the back for a hit by pitch. That's 2 hit by pitches already this game, and that's continuing a worrying trend yesterday in which we saw 5 hit by pitches by Mustangs pitchers.
Yeah, Tyler, we talked about it pregame, cleaning up the defensive errors and walks, and 4 hit batters was a season high in 1 game recently, and already 2 in the 1st inning. Not what Reith wants to see, but has a chance to hold him to one run here if he can get out of it right here.
Bases loaded already here in the top of the 1st. And the first pitch to the 7-hole hitter, Gage Scott, is swung on and missed. Gage Scott, our taco batter of the game. Should he strike out, first 100 fans that our interns are able to make it to get free tacos from Taco Bell, as that next pitch is fouled at the plate. Bounces over towards the dugout for the Mustangs to make the count now 0-2.
Tyler, nothing better than the taco man in the 1st inning. It's just great to hear him. It's great energy always.
Great energy every single game here. He sits right in front of our booth, so we get to hear him loud and clear every night. As that pitch hits Gage in the foot, 3rd hit by pitch this inning, and that brings home the 2nd run of the inning. Natty's now taking a 2-0 lead over the Stangs.
3 hit by pitches, just talked about it, but not what you want to see for Landon Reif early here. Catcher's going to go talk to him, Kraft. So an
RBI hit by pitch there by Gage Scott. You don't see that too often. But the 8-hole hitter is coming up, as the Natties have been aggressive early, as Reith is only sitting in his mid-20s here, pitch-wise. But Grady Ruska coming on up for his first time tonight.
Grady struggling this summer so far. 9 games played, 21 at-bats, just a 190 batting average on the season.
As that first pitch goes to the backstop, and another run's going to come home on that wild pitch by Reith. Ty Hall making his way on the dash there. Counts now 1-0 on Grady Herska. And the lead is now 3-0 here in the first inning.
If you're Reith here, you're in one of the hardest spots in baseball, just a pitcher struggling on the mound, but just got to throw strikes, do your best you can, and hope strikes fall your way.
So Dale over at third, Scott over at second with Herska facing a 1-0 count as that next pitch is taken outside. Counts now 2-0.
Some nice motorcycles out there on the parkway.
Right out there behind the stadium. Giving a little bit of a show here for the fans. So the Mustangs face a very early deficit. 3-0 the count now on Herska. As all of these pitches seem to be pulled over into the right-handed batter's box. It's the lefty-on-lefty matchup here for Reith. And ball 4 in the right-handed batter's box. That's a 4-pitch walk to Herska, and the bases are loaded once again. For the 9-hole hitter, Lucas Edelman making his first plate appearance against the Mustangs this season. Edelman, a right-handed batter. On the year, batting .250, a solid year for him. Takes that first pitch on the inside for a called strike 1. Good job there by Reith to get ahead of him in the count after that 4-pitch walk to Herska. And there's another strike, a swing and a miss there on a pitch that was outside. Edelman finding himself in an 0-2 hole. A chance to blow the game even more open here in the top of the first. But Reith looking to settle things out as that next pitch is fouled at the top of the zone. Curveball there by Reith, and Edelman getting just a piece of that to keep the count 0-2.
Much better at bat so far for Reith. Working on the 9-hole Edelman here.
The 0-2 pitch. Inside, called strike 3 here to Lucas Edelman to end the inning. But after a half inning, the Nattys jump out to a 3-0 lead after they went through their entire batting order. Mustangs coming on up for their first time here tonight. See how they respond here on your home of the Stangs. We'll be right back right after this.
Well, leading off tonight will be the center fielder, Frank Gall. He got caught out of the game. He's hitting that one great positive center fielder. Come on down, look at this out.
Welcome back, folks, to the bottom half of the first inning. The Nattys jumping out to a 3-0 lead over the Stangs as all 9 batters made their way through the order on that first pitch there. Now to Frank Gall batting in the leadoff spot. Hits the outside edge for strike 1 against Cole Hartwick. There's a chopper over to second. Easy play there for the second baseman, Hall. Tosses over to first for out number 1. Not the start you're wanting from the Stangs after Reith had a very long first inning.
Yeah, definitely not. Reith, as you mentioned, not a good first inning there. Frank Gall, usually a great leadoff hitter. Batted leadoff for Northwest Missouri State this year a lot this past season. And not a great at-bat right there, but more to come.
Got aggressive early as the Mustangs look to crawl their way back. And that first pitch there to Seth Winkler, now in the 2-hole tonight, is taken inside for ball 1. Winkler had a solid night last night, going 1 for 3. He did bring home 2 runs and a stolen base. As that next pitch lands just off the plate for ball 2.
.313 batting average for Winkler also, as well as a .378 on base and a .406 slugging. Just really impressive stuff from Winkler.
Ball 3 taken low over the plate. And that .313 batting average is 4th on the team, believe it or not. Braden Lukart currently having the day off, leading the entire Mink League with a .556 batting average. As there's a ball scorched down to third baseline for a base hit. Winkler taking the big jog around first, but stopping there as he takes a hard hit single, and the Mustangs have their first base runner of the evening here with 1 out in the bottom of the first.
Seth Winkler almost knocked the cover off of that baseball. Third baseman for the Nattys, Grady Hershka, was almost frightened by that baseball, it looked like.
Hershka wasn't playing very close to the line, but that was hit just to his right as Micah Kobaszewski coming on up, taking it that first pitch inside for strike 1. Winkler's got a little bit of speed out there on the bases. So far this season, he's got 3 stolen bases. That's tied for second on the team. And there he goes as that next pitch lands outside, and a bad throw goes into center field. Winkler dashing over to third, and there's not going to be a throw. He's able to take second via the stolen base and third via the error by the catcher, Karchinski.
Seth Winkler just making small ball happen one play at a time and gets 120 feet out of that one, advancing from first to third.
Karchinski hasn't had a very good defensive season, has he?
He has not. He has not. 18 errors for the catcher from the North Missouri Nattys.
A bad start to the season for Karzinski, as the first pitch here to Boston Bruce, designated hitting tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is still Kobaszewski. Facing a 2-1 count. Wow, I got a little lost there. 2-1 offering is skied over to the third base side. Going under it is the third baseman, but making the catch is the shortstop, Frankie Brazil, for out number 2 here in the inning.
We mentioned the defensive struggles for Karzinski on the Nattys. Mustangs can definitely take advantage of that tonight. We saw the first throw is almost to the center fielder, it looked like, so.
We'll see what Boston Bruce is able to do here against Hartwick, who is one of the better arms here on this Nattys staff. As that first pitch is a good catch there by Karzinski, preventing that ball from going to the backstop and preventing a run from coming across for the Stangs.
Just as we weren't talking good about him there, makes a very impressive stop for Karzinski for the Nattys. Kind of used his whole body there to let that ball not get to the backstop.
And we are going to be going into a lightning break here. Players having to evacuate the field as we do have a storm coming in. We're going to take a break, and we'll be able to talk a little bit more about this here in a few minutes. We'll be back to you here on your home in the Stangs right after this.
30-minute delay right currently due to lightning. However, to help you bide your time, in I believe the beer barn, we have our 12-ounce bottle for just $1.50 to help you out while you're waiting on this Saturday night. $1.50 12. So more stuff on your way soon. Get drinking with us.
Alrighty, folks, we just heard from our general manager here at the St. Joe Mustangs, Kai Turner, that we are in a 30-minute lightning delay, I should say, here at the Phil. So already on its way, we do have a big storm cell that looks like it may be splitting to the north and to the south here, but we still have to wait for at least half an hour to see what's going on. We do have lightning and a chance of a tornado to the south of us. We also have lightning to the north of us as well. But playing it safe here at the Phil, we'll see how long this rain delay stays and if this game will continue. If not, we will surely get this game rescheduled to a later date later this season, with the Nattys still up on the Mustangs 3-1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. But right now, enjoy the superlatives that we have for our North Missouri State University players here playing for the Mustangs. Thanks for tuning with us here on this rain delay. I'm Tyler Angerbauer with my co-host Grayson Heck. And enjoy the rest of this rain delay. Howdy, folks. We are in the thick of the storm now. The rain has, we are hearing something from our, never mind, that is a promo, but it is fully storming right now. Lots of thunder, lots of rain. After a brief interlude of lightly pouring, it is now downpouring. Everybody is retreated under the stands. And the mid-game entertainment is having to come a little bit early here, as we're still 3-0 here in the bottom of the first. Should this game continue, we do play the Nattys once more this season. However, it's not until the very last game of the year on July 25th. That would be a Saturday. That game is currently scheduled for 7 o'clock. So if the off chance happens where this game is rescheduled, we will be either moving that game to that day or to another day in which the Nattys and the Mustangs are able to agree upon for a continued game. Because with the game being 3-0 right now and this being a crucial Mink League game, I don't think that this game will be all out canceled, especially with it still being in the very first inning. But we're still in the middle of a rain delay. No end in sight right now as we're just entering the heart of the storm. We'll be back to you as soon as we have some more updates right here on your home with the Mustangs.
Can anyone name one thing that's more useful when it's broken? More useful when it's broken.
Howdy, folks. Tyler Engerbauer with you. And if you didn't hear my wonderful fellow intern Ella, the game is postponed for tonight. Score's currently 3-0 in the bottom of the first with 2 outs, a man on third. We'll get you updated as soon as we know the next time that this game will get played. But thank you for joining us during our rain delay today and eventually our rain postponement. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. Like, follow, and subscribe if you like. It actually is a baseball. Pretty cool at that. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, X, at StJosephMustangs. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your night.